Well, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having an awesome day today. It's been a long time since seen you guys live, I guess. Just never seems to be the right timing to do a live stream, or when it is the right timing, it's weather or internet or whatever. So, anyway, no big deal. I'm here today, this morning, or this evening for some of you guys, but everything is good. We've been home for, let me see, I think almost a week now, maybe a week. I don't know. We've been home for about a week now, taking care of some business here in town. Really just relaxing, exercising. My mom's actually over here exercising right now. Get her to pop in. We just did a. We've been walking every morning, exercising, and getting prepared for our next adventure, which I'll be letting you guys know soon what that's going to be. But it's going to be south, like towards Prachuap. I'm not really quite sure what we're going to do yet because of the weather. It's kind of rainy season right now, but really that doesn't stop us. Normally, that's when we travel is during the rainy season, typically, so we don't have to be around a whole bunch of people, which there's still not a whole lot of people right now. But I will tell you, we're probably either going to go maybe to Phuket, which we haven't been in a while, or it'd be nice to go there before it gets too busy, and or maybe back to Koh Samui. Um, we've only been to Koh Samui a couple of times, but anyway, I'm not really sure exactly what we're going. So today don't really want to do much, but maybe say hello to everybody, answer some questions. I know you guys got a lot of questions. It's difficult to answer to reply to everybody in the comment section since we've got mom aboard. We've had a tremendous amount of support and a whole lot of comments. And I feel like there's some I really want to comment to, but I feel like if I do comment, I'll have to comment to everybody. you know. So sometimes I just don't have time. It gets a little bit too carried away, but I'm not ignoring you. We probably between Facebook and emails and even older YouTube videos, we probably get close to 1,000 comments a day. So it becomes like non-manageable. So I've had a couple people pop in here this week. Like I sent you some messages. Like I'm sorry, it's very difficult to keep up with that stuff. So anyway, let's answer some questions and then maybe we'll bring a guest or two on. Let's see here. I saw one come up. Where did it go? Let's see. I missed it. Where is it? Where is it? Well, there's a bunch. I'm just trying to find the one I saw first. Let's just do this one. William. Good morning, William. Chuck, can you help me with what programs you use to edit and what mic do you recommend, please? Okay. One thing I have a problem with, and I don't know how to explain it to people, but if you go to the comments, well, if you go to the video and then you see like a description of the video, there's a whole lot of words underneath that. I think it says read more, or on a phone, you just have to click on the word and it'll drop down and it'll show like what, the location I'm at, the hotels, and the equipment that I use. And it's just an ongoing thing. I call it the elusive, you know, um, comment section or description box. I mean, but everything is there, but not the microphone. The microphone, I think I do also have that in my equipment list, but right now I'm not using a microphone. I got this 10 and it works pretty good with wind noise. And I mean, I have to use the edit program to kind of make it sound the better quality. But where is it at here? The Rode mic. I got so much stuff going on here. Hang on. The Rode mic I also have here is a very good microphone. So But this is what I use like in the vehicle. I should be using that in the wind, but I don't know. I have quite a few cameras that I use. Quite a bit of cameras, and then my other one. So just find one that works for you and your type of however you vlog. Let's see here. All right. Let me back up here. Hang on. Nalani, thank you very much. So excited for your mom. Love watching your videos. Thank you very much for that donation. I appreciate that. Okay, I know I won't be able to get to all the comments for sure. I know I've got a few moderators in here. You guys, if I miss one, you can help me out on that or answer it or whatever you feel like doing this morning. Stephen Kenny, good to see you, Stephen. You need to hire a protege to do all your emails and letters. I don't think they could keep up with it. They'd probably quit. Lori, good morning, Lori. Good to see you. Mr. Mitch, good morning, Mitch. Robert, good to see you. Both Roberts. Pork Rhino says, Chuck, what's your mom like most about Thailand? We'd have to ask her, but I think it's too early to tell exactly what she like. Come here, Mom. Somebody's asking you a question. Just briefly, I don't have a chair set up for you, but say hello to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Pork Rhino, yes. Interesting name, says, what do you like most about Thailand?
The easy way of living.
Easy way of living. I think it's too early to tell, but really things are super easy here, huh?
It's ridiculous. I'm extremely blessed to be here
yeah.
and be a part of it. I mean, you see so much difference between countries. These people are so laid back and welcoming and loving, and just
show everybody your new tattoo.
My new tattoo.
Yeah, show them your new tattoo. She got her eyebrows done.
Yeah, I'm getting used to them.
Yeah, I think they look awesome, but when you got something new like that,
yeah, they'll change. They'll be a little lighter soon.
Yeah,
but
it'll peel off and it'll show like they're purple or green or something like that underneath.
Everybody's been looking at them saying, "Oh, they're so beautiful! You're so beautiful!" And I'm like, even at the clinic last night, and I asked the people. I asked you. I said, "Are they just being nice to me, or what?" And you said, "No. These people say what they, they really do say what they think."
Right.
So I don't know. I can't get used to that. Or maybe I will.
Well, go freshen up and come join us.
Okay.
I'll have to get a chair for you. All right.
Good seeing you.
I have a lot of questions coming up. I don't have my microphone turned on for her. I don't know if you guys could hear or not. My eyebrows are extremely thick. Like, I have to trim them like once a week. I don't need a tattoo for sure. This is like an ongoing question, Howard. Howard, I expect you to reply to all the comments and the comment section when everybody asks me the same question over and over, because I've said it even in videos why my mom doesn't eat pork. It's just for religious reasons. That's all. It's just her religious beliefs. She doesn't eat pork and she doesn't eat shellfish. So to each their own. More for me. Okay. Grim cheese. All right. How do you guys think of healthcare as you get older in Thailand, especially in small town areas? We all just got a health check yesterday, actually. We'll be coming in a video shortly. It's not too much detail. I've done plenty of videos about healthcare and our daily life videos. a lot of times you can just put like no time to be sad healthcare, no time to be sad doctor. If you want to find anything on our channel, you can easily search for it. But to answer your question, uh, the Thailand system is not full of all kinds of hidden fees, and the cost of doing business in Thailand is very inexpensive. So me, Paige, and my mom got a checkup. My mom got X-rays, and everything all together was 3,500 baht, which is under 100 US dollars to get everything. She got her thyroid checked. We had a blood test with extensive testing in the blood for diabetes, for cholesterol, the whole list of things, which I'll share later. And then X-rays. I wanted to have my mom X-rayed. Anyway, it cost $100. So the cost of doing business, the cost of healthcare is very cheap in Thailand. You could have a catastrophe heart attack and it would cost you less than what you'd be paying. You could pay cash for it for less than what you'd be paying a year for insurance in most cases. The Village Falang, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Lori, yeah, mom's doing pretty good on the camera. She's not really shy. I think none of us really are in the family, but yeah, she just says what's on her mind. Steve says, please send me your spare pork and shellfish. I enjoy bacon wrapped lobsters and bacon. I do too. Paige can't eat shellfish because she's allergic to it. So it's extra for me. J Media, what does your mom think about Thai tea? Tell me she said, tell me she's had one. Yeah, I think if anybody that comes to Thailand, there's tea everywhere in the restaurants. You get a massage. She's had a few massages, and then the thing they want to do after that is give you a tea. But she enjoys tea. When we were moving her out of her house, she had probably 300 bags of tea. I have a camera, plenty of cameras. I've just we'll work on that. Trying to get her to figure out how to turn it on would be, I don't know. We'll see. Wow, an Asian with allergy to shellfish. Yeah, them Asians, they're a different species, right? I know what you're saying, though. Yeah, it must be tough because, but she can eat food that has shellfish in it. She just can't eat the shellfish, so it's not that bad. But she gets really bad when she eats like squid and stuff like. But she can eat fish, and she can actually eat freshwater prawn. Scott Steinhaus, what is her favorite kind of massage? She looks like she's enjoying. I think any massage is her favorite kind of massage as of right now. So she can only get like an oil aroma type or a foot massage. She can't really do a whole lot of stretching. Robert, hope everything is well with you, Robert. You're recovering. Your recovery is successful. But I don't know. We're definitely going to go stop in Cha'am. I don't know if we're going to go on our way in or our way out quite yet. But I do want to show Mom that area before you know, before we leave that area. But we're going to spend some time. I don't know how long we'll come by and see you. Has she? Did I miss that, or is there an echo in here? Can Farang own anything in Thailand? If you're American, you can own a business. I don't know what you mean by that. I mean, you can own a condo because the building's owned by a Thai person, but nobody who is not a Thai citizen can own land in Thailand, which is good. It's a very good thing. Or probably nobody probably want to live here. Farang Chef, how do you like Koh Samui? Becoming crowded now, too much traffic for a small island. Well, thanks for telling me that because that would be one of the reasons to deter me from that island. I wouldn't want to be there with a whole lot of people mixed in with a whole lot of tourists. It just wouldn't be too appealing to me. But I guess that's why I like Koh Chang because it's big and you can move from like little area to little area. But I like Koh Samui when there's nobody there. Joe, good to see you. Joe in the house. Be seeing you guys soon. Working out. I've already worked out. I actually did. Let me see. I got up at 6 this morning. I've done 12,000 steps and worked out already. And I'm doing a live stream. Good morning. And I walked my mom around 4,000 steps. Jeff Hibbert, Chuck, have you ever been to New Hampshire? I think you would love our state motto: live free or die. Um, no, I haven't made it up to the East Coast. We had plans on our travel trailer to go up there. I have some family in Maine, but we never got that far. So no, but I'm sure I would love to go there and have some seafood. Okay, hang on. J Media needs some attention. That means when I asked Chuck about Thai tea the first time, he had no idea what I'm talking about. Jeesh. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Belgian living in Thailand. Good to see you. Wish my parents also moved to Thailand. They came to Thailand in May of 2016 and it was too hot for them. I told them this was the hottest part of the year, but I cannot convince them anymore. Yeah, I don't know. That's a thing about people that a lot of people said, no, it's too hot to be here. But I don't quite I mean, because you don't see Thai people like in April, like standing out in the sun. I mean, it just doesn't happen, unless they're going from across the street, they're underneath an umbrella or something like that. But nobody wants to be out you know, in 40-degree weather anyway. So it's we're all the same people, and we get used to like I don't like cold, and some people really like cold, you know. But anyway, just do whatever makes sense to you. There's Pookie. What you doing, babe? Checking on me. I had a lot of technical difficulties. I haven't done a live stream. Like my computer didn't want to come. I have another computer that I use to look at comments. And it didn't want to come on. Then my camera didn't want to connect. And then I forgot the green screen. Had a little bit of a late start. Not yet. Anyway, Dee Dee, good to see you. Has mom tried fish sauce? Um, it's almost in everything. I mean, if she doesn't like it by itself. So I'm way behind on the comments. Duncan Disorderly. Has anyone obviously tried to charge you too much for something? A lot of times it's something minor, that you can tell, like if you're buying a shirt or something. But a lot of times we think they're overcharging us because it'll say like 100 baht for a shirt, but they don't display like if it's a larger shirt, it's going to cost you 150 to 200 baht more. So we just instantly think we're going to get ripped off, but that's the way they do it. But I did, and I shared on a video just when we were in Pattaya. that the lady, we dropped our clothes off at this little place, mom and pop type looking place. Anyway, long story short, she charged me I think 14, I can't remember, 1200 or 1400 baht to do my laundry, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I went by myself to go pick it up, and we never asked for a price to begin with, because usually it's only like 2 to 400 baht at the most. But she said, "Oh no, she didn't." I just said, "I'm not going to argue with this lady," because I was a little upset, and I don't want to say something I didn't want to. So I left, and I asked Paige to go back and ask. And she says, "Oh, we charge by the item," which is bull, because nobody would be going to them for like hotel, like Hilton price laundry. They wouldn't have any business. So she just charged me whatever she felt like charging me. So yeah, it happens, but that happens all over the planet. So I mean, why even talk about it? Like, I've been traveling around in a travel trailer in the United States, and been even in. I was born in Florida, and I could see in some of these like touristy towns down south. I'm with my Asian wife, and they're like, they're trying to charge me extra for stuff. I'm like, dude, no. Here's a good one. Ad C, how does your mom feel about leaving her elderly mother behind in the U.S.? She only does what she wanted to do. My grandmother is 96 years old. My mom has taken care of her for a long period of time. She's in good hands. Her sister is a nurse, and she didn't. She, really, my mom doesn't want to. She feels bad, like she doesn't want to be around her because she's sick, and she doesn't want to be there when she passes. But that's her choice, right? So she could have stayed as long as she wanted to, but she wanted to leave, and that was her choice. So, and we will do. I won't promise you, because you never know what happens, Robert. But we'll definitely try to come see you guys. Wadman P, I noticed your mom hasn't needed a walking cane at all for the past 3 or 4 weeks. I think I only showed her using a cane one time in a video. I don't think I ever showed it beyond that point. But when we're walking a long way, she ends up carrying it, and it becomes a problem because it just gets in her way. So she doesn't use one here. I've been working on her with her balance and trying to make herself do steps. And you guys haven't seen the latest video, but she's doing really, really good right now. Howard Glickman, you're lucky to have great friends there. Yes, I am, but having good, you always get back what you give. So if you're not a good person, you're not going to have good friends. So I mean, my friends are all basically just like we all pretty much think the same. So, and they're all a great bunch of people. Daz, good to see you. Daz thinks he's coming in November. No, you just commenting something. I think you said you're coming in September, but November is a busy time to travel. Yeah. Bry, the not Thai guy. Hi, Chuck. Hello from Mukdahan. Was great stop after visiting with you guys. By the way, Kook really enjoyed talking to Paige. Yeah, they got along pretty good. You had asked me, does Paige normally get along that well with other Thai women? And I told you not really. Some she does, because a lot of women, they just automatically, when they see a girl with a Thai girl with a falang, they think, oh, you're just a Pattaya bar girl. But we get the same thing, like the other foreigners tell us, oh, you must have picked her up at a bar, So it's just a generic, kind of a lazy way of thinking. But Paige really enjoys having intelligent conversations, and she doesn't talk much on camera, but you see, they talked probably more than me and you talked for about a good 2 hours. So, but she enjoyed the conversation. Like I said, if she doesn't like somebody with Thai people, they let you know instantly. Like they have no reason to try to be politically correct. Duke, Chuck, how is your adapted to Thailand? I don't quite understand that. Um, I think you can adapt to anything in life if you're flexible and you don't overthink. The biggest problem that we have is we try to compare everything to what we know, and makes living in Thailand very difficult if you're always constantly trying to compare it to your home country. But it takes some time. It's not that doesn't happen overnight. Am I going to take my mom to see elephants soon? Yeah, we're going to actually buy one. I'm going to chain it up in the back porch. I'm going to shoot it with a BB gun when it misbehaves. Easy in life. Good to see you. When you video an area, do you ask if you can video there? I mean, when I entered Thailand in October, I'm going to make Thailand videos to ask because lots of Thai women turning their head. The only time I ever see a Thai woman turning their head is in like on a walking street. I've never seen that before, and I've got a camera in my hand mostly all the time. So that's why I don't like to video in those areas because they don't want you to use them as a benefit to you. First off, and a second, they probably don't want everybody to know where they're working. You know, it's not safe for them probably to be doing that, but to be on camera. But I don't know. I don't usually ask unless I'm really like I'm like the ice cream girl, right? That I showed in a video where she was the sexy ice cream girl that was wearing just a little tiny top. I asked her first, "Can I video you?" And she's like, "Of course you can, sure." And probably brought her some business, but of course I asked her because I was filming, putting her in my video. She just wasn't in the background. No politics in this. I'm not answering any political questions. I don't care. I don't have a side. You guys can fight amongst each other. I'm done with that. Marcin Sinski. I don't know if I said that right. It must be Polish. Chuck, I live in Chiang Mai. Recently, you said you'll visit Chiang Mai with your mom. Is there any way of knowing when you'll have subscriber meetup in Chiang Mai? I don't recall ever saying that, and I'm pretty sure I would. I may have said maybe we'll go with her one day, but I know Chiang Mai is not a city for her. For one, it gets like, I mean, you live there, right? The air quality in Chiang Mai is pretty bad for a long period of time in Chiang Mai. So, and she doesn't like crowded places, and Chiang Mai is a very busy place. So she's not going to really probably like that place. But you know, we'll end up going there. But that's not something a place that she would want to be. And she doesn't really need to be somewhere where there's just like so many other expats or easy to find a cheeseburger. I'm not putting down Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai's a lovely place. I really enjoy it, but I wouldn't want to live there either. And if everybody, I mean, if it was the place to be, there would just be only expats there. I know I'm way behind on the chat. Dude, what is your problem? You're like, anyway. Scott Hummer. Hello, Chuck and all. Been following your journey for a while. Thanks for sharing. My ex wife, who is Laotian, is also allergic to seafood. We'll see that another Asian. Paige isn't the only weird one. Howard Glickman, how has mom and Mafia been doing since she arrived? They're doing fine. I mean, it's just just like any other day here. It's not that big of a deal. Right now, it's Mother's Day, so we had a lot of stuff kind of going on for that. And today, after this live stream, I'm taking them, which I'm sure she'll be staring at me here in about another hour, want me to take them to lunch in Mugnahan. I'm reading comments. Furlong Chef again. Do you get frustrated about Thai attitude on the roads? I've learned that it's not really an attitude like we would think, like a road rage, because where we come from it's like, you blah 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 blah, like they're doing it intentionally. When they get into their car and close the door and the windows, it's like their own little bubble of in space. Like they don't really care what you're doing. You'll get somebody maybe behind you flashing their light, they want to get around you. um, but I don't, for the most part. Now I take that back. If you're like in Buriram, they drive really aggressive in Buriram. In Bangkok, because everybody's in a hurry, but they're not really beeping and stuff. They're just trying to look around you. Village Front, thank you very much again for Paige's fee. Brian Homer, good to see you, sir. One question: when you flew to Thailand on ANA, were you required to have a negative COVID test prior to departure? If so, how many days before? Um, well, let me explain to you my situation. So we had to fly United because that was really the only thing available at the time when we were flying. So the way it works with United is you either had to have, well, it's not really the airlines, it's Thailand. You have to have either a vaccination or you have to have a negative ATK, PCR, antigen test, I'll say, at a certified clinic to get the document. So you have to have that within 72 hours of boarding your initial flight. So we flew ANA from Japan, and for whatever reason, Japan wanted to see all that paperwork. Like, I don't know why. It's just, I think a lot of the government procedures are not really thought out, or it's a generic thought. So there's no exceptions to, they're just, it's too difficult for them to make a bunch of exceptions and for people to follow those additional exceptions. So they just have a generic rule, I guess. So when I got to Japan, they wanted to see our vaccinations again, or they would want to see your your antigen or PCR test. But it's not going to be probably within 72 hours. It's from the time you boarded your plane on your initial flight. And hopefully that stuff is going to change soon again. Dean Frayne, is it true that women just want you for one thing? How big is your wallet? Yes, that's pretty much it. That's it. You got it, Dean. Maybe you should become gay, but men probably would want the same thing for you. So try like maybe become a priest or a monk. The dessert kiwi, good to see you. Too many police checkpoints in Thailand, a little over the top. Go after real criminals. So if they were able to have the power to just go after, search, like, I don't want a cop on every corner, like checking, what are you doing? Because then it's going to be bad. So the checkpoints, they're either checking license, they're checking make sure that the people that transport have the proper documents, make sure you're not speeding, stuff like that. Typically, like, they don't just, now they used to be really bad, if that's what you're talking about, but now, because of everybody's got a camera, things have really kind of chilled out. Like the past 3 years, I haven't paid the 200 baht lunch fee that we used to call it. I haven't done it at all, period. And I get pulled over. What? Not just me. Everybody does do the checkpoints, and they're random. So, but I wouldn't want it to be like the West where they can just pull you over for being suspicious and they give you a ticket for whatever reason. I see all the comments. I can't share them all here. I'm way behind. Super Mal, charge you more in Florida because you had an Asian wife. I call B. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care what you call. It doesn't really matter to me. Like I'm sure every situation of yours is the way it's supposed to be. But what I was saying is that because they knew I was like a tourist there, not because I had like an Asian wife. Oh, I'm going to charge you more money because your wife is Asian. But it doesn't really matter. Super Mal. Let's get him off the screen. Corey just wanted to say hello. Thank you, Corey. Hello. Reading, reading. Thank you. I appreciate, and my mom appreciates all of the wonderful comments and motivation. She really does. Handsome Jack 11, how is the weather there in October? Just depends on where you're at. It starts to cool off about that time in some areas, like up north, but a lot of times it's raining. Dave Pulsher, Dave Pulsifer, longtime listener, first time caller. Cheers from Nova Nova Scotia, Canada, Nova Scotia. I knew I'd get it eventually. Divine Bed Company, thank you very much. Come on, people, let's support the channel. Thank you, thank you very much for that. Dee Dee, hope your mom likes Nakhon Panom. I heard it's nice and she'll be close to you. Better if she likes Top Panom. Whatever she finds that she wants to do, or I don't think it's going to be anytime soon where she's, oh, I really like this place. So I think what's going to happen is just step by step. She may find that she wants to try to stay in one area for a little while and see how it works, and then she may want to go to another one. So it's I think it's better to be like, I mean, she's not going to be locked down anywhere. Husky Cafe and elephants. Yeah. I made one comment about elephants and I got, all these, yeah, wonderful people have to chime in about it. That's okay. They're allowed to have their opinion too. I'm just not allowed to have mine. BR. I give much praise to Paige because it takes a strong woman to have such flexibility as she does. She is such a good fit for you, Chuck. She is the ting to your yang. Your mom is lucky to. We are a pretty good balance. What are you doing, dog? We are a pretty good balance for sure. And I would say that any Thai woman that has to deal with a foreigner is a strong woman. It's not easy for them, and we definitely have to recognize that. I think we expect a lot from them. Okay, Mr. Spam. Corey, could you live anywhere in Thailand? If you could live anywhere in Thailand, where would you be? This gets asked a lot. Like, the place I want to be is everywhere. Like, I would be miserable if I had to stay somewhere all the time. Like, that is not something I want to do ever. Like, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't have a job. I don't have commitments. I don't want, the thing is, a lot of people criticize me for the way that I live. I guess, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't criticize them. If you want to live, if you don't want to travel, you don't want to do anything, you just want to sit in your home and look at YouTube videos, then who cares? Good for you. I'm happy for you. But a lot of these people who claim that they're so happy, not to get off the subject, they want to criticize other people for what they do. But to answer your question, like, I have my favorite places I like to go, but after about couple, week to 10 days, I'm ready to go. So I'm not ready to settle down anywhere. That's why we did this situation here where we have our home base with our parents. I mean, if we really enjoyed somewhere, we would be there now. I don't quite understand that. So, I mean, I mean, I like Ko Chang. It was like, man, I really like that. But I mean, there would be no reason for us not to live there. T in the house. Good to see you. I know I'm way behind. I saw him. I already had her up here. Peter, Chuck, have you been to Jom TM and what's it like for me, Aussie Peter, to start my Thailand? Yeah, we've been to Jom TM. I made a few videos on it actually. TY, Mr. Mitch. Oh, this is for Mr. Mitch. Peter Fortune. Wouldn't your mother like to be near her son? How would you? I don't know. I mean, maybe, but is she going to travel with us all the time? It's she really hasn't figured out that wasn't the plan when we came here, and she wants to kind of move around too. She doesn't want to stay in one place, huh? I don't know where she's going to want to be. Eventually, she's going to be with us. As our parents get older in age, I think my mom's going to have to stay here once we get this house set up. Uh, Better for her to be able to stay here. Right now, it's not. And to be in this town, I don't think she really can manage Top Panome. It's Nakhon Panome, yeah. I'm sorry, there's a lot of comments. Hey, Mitch, are you still in the house? You can come on here, help me with these comments. That'd be good. Just put a shirt on. Yoon. Hi, Chuck and Paige. I live in Hua Hin. I hope your mom picks Hua Hin. I don't know that she would. Like, I don't know who ahead would be easy for her or not. I know there's a lot of communities with other expats, like not in the city, but just outside. I really like the area. Kind of reminds me of Fort Lauderdale on the outside, but I don't think it's going to be easy for her to get around in her situation. But we'll see. Plus, I don't know. I think she would like Cha'am better. Wow, Corey, thank you very much. Awesome. Very awesome of you. Super sticker. Thank you. Sasha, thank you also for that. I appreciate that. Ron John, good to see you. I seen you here earlier. Sorry I didn't say hello earlier. Or I guess you're gone by now. I see everybody saying goodbye to you. Sasha, Chuck, can you say hello to my 5 year old Dagny? Hello, Dagny. She loves watching you. Happy Mother's Day to your moms. Thank you very much. Same to you, Sasha. I hope, Dagny, you told your mother Happy Mother's Day. Mark Angel. Hi, Chuck. Your mom's situation is awkward with staying there and not speaking the language. Would a translation app help her talk? I've had this comment quite a bit and I don't quite understand it because I don't know if you live here or not, but I mean, I've met quite a few people in Thailand. I think just about everybody I know, except the French guy that I know, he speaks pretty good Thai. I think they're limited to like 4 or 5 words. So trying to say it's awkward, I guess the entire expat community in Thailand would be awkward. But I can see like if she's living in like rural Thailand, but I don't think it really matters too much if you can speak Thai. You just got to find, figure out a way to make it work anywhere. So awkward, I don't know. Translation apps don't work because we think in English and they don't make sense in Thai. The way Thai people structure their thoughts and words are totally different and than English. But it would help in some way. But a lot of times, like I did that at first, and like, huh? They don't understand what the hell I'm trying to say. All right, I'm going to skip all the way down to the bottom. Sorry, because I'm way behind. What kind Aussie man in Japan? What kind of insurance does your mom have for her stay in Thailand? How much are the premiums? We haven't gone to the insurance agent yet because right now she has 90 days coverage of emergency care that covers quite a bit. But I'll let you know on the plan that she gets. But like most people over the age of 65 here, they self-insure because the cost of premium, you would never spend that much in Thailand typically for healthcare. The premiums are very high for people over 65. But if you have an OA visa, you're required to have it. But we'll talk about that in a later video. My mom would love Patia. Well, we did a video there. I don't know if if you're new to the channel, I've seen your name before. But yeah, we've done a video there. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. David, good to see you. Hello. Hi, Chuck. Is your mom coming on the live stream? Well, she was here earlier. Travis Simpkins. Gee, Chuck, the way that poodle looked at you, I have to ask, are you having sexual? I'm not judging, but what are you, retarded? Is that like exciting you or something? Like get off to that or what? Yeah. Weirdo, man. Robert, good to see you, Robert. Chuck, in one of your videos, I think you said Eva was your favorite airline. What is it that you like about them? The main thing is the distance from Taipei to Bangkok is short. It's like 3 hours. So from Japan is 6.5 hours. So it's the shortest of the distance, but like I don't really need a lot of attention on an airplane, and I don't need to keep giving food. But the customer service is unbelievably top notch on Eva, and the plane is everything is good, but the main reason is the distance for me. Hmm. I think he's helpless. I think he's helpless, Mitch. Can U.S. citizens get Social Security if living in Thailand? Of course they can. Most expats. There's a lot of American expats over here. I don't think they would give up their Social Security to live in Thailand. Of course, there are some countries though. There are a list of countries that you won't get it. That stuff is easily. If you just Google that exactly what you said on Google, you probably get a whole lot of information, especially from the socialsecurity.gov. Lewis, good to see you. Yes, Lewis, they love me. They're my beaches. The trolls. They can't. I own them, but it's okay. Richard, good to see you. I wonder how many other YouTube vloggers will now bring their mothers to Thailand for content. I don't. I hope they all do, right? Because we all just follow. We're not. We all just follow each other, right? We all do the same things. Just it's all about YouTube. Actually, we just usually we send each other emails or talk all day long to try to figure out what we're all doing to just come up with ideas. So we're able to stay here in Thailand, living off of YouTube. Your Mojo, good to see you. Question: is your mom going to start her own YouTube channel? She would be a great teacher. I would have to teach her how to actually do that. So it's just one thing at a time. Brock, good to see you. Don't worry about the weird post, Chuck. They'll will be handled. Yeah, well, there's many of them. I'm not the type to worry about anything, Brock. To be honest with you, I mean, these aren't even real people, are they? Mitch, see, there you go. Your mom's actually coming to Thailand just for the content. Yes. Toby Price, my mom. Is it mum or mom? My mom and dad live in Hua Hin. I live in rural Chonburi. My dad would hate it here. Too quiet, and I could not stay in a tourist area. Your mom would find her spot at some point. It's so easy in Thailand. That's what my mom said earlier. I mean, if she wants to live in Prachuap, I mean, me and Paige are always constantly traveling. Wouldn't you like to be with somebody that could take you to the beach, take you to Chiang Mai? We could go do a lot of things. I mean, I guess it's the only people can only relate to what they know. So I guess they could only imagine some frail old woman sitting in a box staring at her phone. When is my son going to come see me? I'm hungry. I don't quite understand the simplicity of some of the thoughts that I get on the comment section. She's going to do whatever makes her happy. She doesn't have, she loves the beach, but if you're by the beach, do you go like every day? Oh, I got to start my day out by going to the beach. You probably don't go as much as you thought you would, but she's just going to go wherever she likes. And whenever she wants to travel, we'll take her with us. So it's not that big of a deal. It's easy. JLG Nola, how much does home and auto insurance cost in Thailand on average? I don't know about home insurance. To be honest with you, I have no idea on that. I mean, if you're renting something, I don't know why you would want to have. I mean, because I don't know. Now the car insurance I do know because I have like maximum coverage, like over the top coverage. You don't have to buy insurance; it comes with the our insurance comes with the annual sticker that you pay the tax and it comes with a minimal insurance. But I pay like $800 a year for my over the top insurance. All right, Village for Long. Good luck with that. Stephen, people say mum when from England. Okay, cool. I didn't know if it was just that's how you spelled mom or not, but thanks for clearing, which I still don't know because it's still spelled mum, but I'm guessing that's what you're saying. No worries. Jimmy, good to see you. Jimmy says he pays 7,000 baht a year for his home. All right, what else do we got? I'm all the way down the bottom. Maybe I should go up. JB Media. What if your mom wants to move back to the US in 6 months? I don't know. What if a bird shits in my hair? I don't know. Are you back in Jomtien yet? No. That's like one of my least favorite places to be. I have a lot of friends there, though. I'm here. Can't you see? Wait, here. I'm going to change where I'm at. Hang on. So you know where I'm at. Okay, there you go. See, I'm here. Can you read that or that? That's where I'm at. Here, you recognize that? Lukmu Thansida. What would you like to do in Thailand? We'll go to countryside. What would you like to do in Thailand? We'll go to countryside. Have a great trip. I'm not quite understanding that. Yeah, countryside could be Issan. There's a lot of country, like up in Pai. We just went from like Chiang Rai area. A lot of good country up in there. Oh, you were talking to Daz. I'm very sorry about that. Richard Greenberg, how is your mom dealing with Thai food and any stomach issues? She's actually done pretty good. She has the typical stomach issues. I think anybody like me, if I eat fried foods kind of early, I'll. But for me, like a stomach, I'm okay with a stomach issue. Like a little flushing is good for you. So you just have to make sure you manage your day around it. But I'm kind of, when you get a little older, I guess as you know, like that's a really important part of your day, right? Here we go. Scotty wins. I like that name. I do like that name actually. Hi, hey Chucky. I have a company in Vegas and I ship my product to US. Ship your product to, well, you're in the US, Canada, South America. I ship to Japan, Australia, UK. I was thinking of opening a shop there. No cost effective to ship from the US. I don't quite understand that. I don't know. I think the problem with shipping stuff through from the US is customs is kind of the custom fees in Thailand. So I think that's the biggest problem with. That's why Amazon really hasn't kicked off that much here. There are some stuff you can buy on Amazon, but it's difficult with some items. Steven, Chuck, what are some of the reasons you don't like John T? I'm just curious. I think it's just, I mean, what do you do there? I mean, I don't really care that much for the beach because I've traveled to many beaches in Thailand compared to the rest of the beaches. I don't care much for the beach. Now, if you got to be around foreigners, which I don't, um, and you have to be around foreigner food, which I don't. I don't. What is it there for me to like? I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad place. There's a lot of people and a lot of good friends of mine live there. But if you're asking me, I mean, what do you want me to say? I don't really care. I I don't really care to be around a whole lot of people and foreigners. I think to answer your question, but there's nothing in John TM that really appeases me. It's not, and I don't really want to be anywhere long term. So Elliot Harris, Chuck, you mentioned prior to going back to Houston that it cost you more to book the ticket back home because you did it in Thailand. Can you explain? I can't explain. Like I don't know why that happens. I guess and I showed in the video that I made the fees, and I don't remember off the top of my head. That's why I shared the list. But when you buy the ticket here, there's a whole lot of fees that are involved uh, when you get it here. So all I know is this: like if you go online, and I don't know if you got to have your IP address there or not, but if you buy a ticket from Bangkok to Houston versus from Houston to Bangkok, you can compare the prices to yourself. So, like I could usually fly from Houston to Taipei on EVA, Houston to Taipei to Bangkok round trip for about six. This is during normal times, okay, for about $600 to $800. Now, if I want to do that same trip during normal times, it's $1,200. So I don't know why that happens. Okay, J Media, thanks for playing. Yeah, I don't think you and I think it's just not everything is for everybody, which is good because you probably wouldn't want to live there if all the expats said, I want to live in Chiang Mai. I want to live in, if they all wanted to live in one area. I mean, it's good that people like different things. But I mean, for me, like I don't want to be settled in anywhere. So, okay, my camera just took a crap. Hang on, guys. My battery just took a dump. Hang on a second. It's got some distortion. I don't know why. It's plugged into the computer, but I guess it's not enough juice from the computer to keep the battery going on this Sony camera. So I have another battery. I just have to find it. Hang on a second. I have a lot of stuff. Or I may not be able to do it because I can't find anything. Where are you? Oh, I see you. It's snowing. No, it's raining right now. Can you see it? Hang on, guys. Technical difficulties. Now, hopefully, the camera will come back on. Or because I had a problem with that before, where it didn't want to connect. I had to restart my computer. Maybe it just means I've been talking too much. Hang on. All right, I'm gonna try to switch over. Hang on. Come on, do it. There you go. You did it. Yay. Okay, Sasha, if you haven't considered it already, maybe look into a rowing machine. Great for knee, hip recovery and strength. Great heart. Speaking from my mom, hubby, and my opinion. Are you talking about for my mom or for me? Probably talking about my mom. So we're gonna work depending on. I mean, I have a complete gym here, but depending on where she wants to go, we'll figure out what she needs later. thank you for the suggestion. We stayed at Brent and Lori's house. They had one. My mom never touched it. T and W living in Udon Thani. Good to see you. Do you consider living off the beaten path better than, say, living in a touristy area? What are your pros and cons? Again, I'm not the person to really ask this question to because I like Jom Tiem actually. I like Pai. I like Chiang Mai. I like Go Chang. I like Phuket. I just like them for short periods of time. Like Tapanom drives me nuts if I'm here for 2 weeks. Like I like to come home and ride my bike, and recover for relax, try to lose some weight so I can gain it again on my next trip type thing. But I'm not the person for that. Like I don't know. Like I'm so happy right now with being able to just do what I want to do, like really experience life, and that's how I'm experiencing life. That's what I want to do. I want to live a life where nobody tells me where I can or what I can't do, and if I'm not happy, I'll go somewhere else. Br, do foreigners need a Thai sponsor to live in Thailand? How long can a foreigner stay before having to get an extension? I've watched the process with your mom, but still confused. And that's a long list of things right there, Br. I made a video and I can't share it here, but it's called Best Way to Stay Long Term in Thailand. And it gives you all the links to the places that you need to do your research for your own circumstances, your own situation, whatever type of visa you can qualify for. All that information is there. You need to start doing the research by looking into the immigration sites, the embassy sites. You got to start there. But if you watch the video, I think I've shared it on my home page, to be honest with you. But it's called Best Way to Stay in Thailand Long Term. And I think I did that because the question gets asked a lot. But it really kind of talks about everything from insurance, types of visas, um, how to get an agency or an attorney to do everything for you. And it just gives you the tools for you to do the research on your own. Spirit for joy during burning season. I couldn't breathe in Chiang Kai. I think it meant Chiang Mai, but we do have a lot of friends that live in Chiang Mai, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh, I think Chuck, your mom would like it there," but they don't even want to be there during the burning season. So why, maybe she'll want to go visit. I don't know if she'll want to stay long term or not. I don't know, but I don't think she's want to go somewhere where she has to stay indoors for 3 months out of the year. Let's see. JLG Nola again. How often do you experience power outages during thunderstorms? Is more frequent in larger or smaller cities? That used to be a problem in Thailand. Like when I first got here, but with the infrastructure, they fixed that problem. Like I have never experienced a power outage unless they're working on the power lines here in the last 6 years, where I've been. And the only we were in Koh Phangan, which is known for them shutting the power off at a certain time, and then bringing it back on late in the evening. Well, a storm came and they couldn't get it back up. I think it was all generators. I don't know. I haven't experienced that much. It used to be a problem in Thailand. Stackchin. Huh. When driving around Thailand, what are you listening to on the radio? Mostly Thai music. I enjoy Thai music. Hi, Chunk. Yeah, I'm not answering you. Type it again. Tim Fink. I'm sorry, Tim Fink. Chuck may ask what type of visa. We must have a lot of new people to the channel. I am on a right now a non-immigrant O. Well, actually, it's still the OA. I got an OA initially. My first visa wasn't well, not an OA. I'm sorry. Let me back up. Let me back up. I don't have an OA. Don't blank that out of your mind. My initial visa was a marriage visa that I got in the States, an O non-immigrant O visa, marriage visa, or a visa with being married to a Thai person qualifies you to get an O visa. So I had that, and then when I turned 50, because I was 46 when I came here, when I turned 50, all I had to do instead of showing all the documents for the marriage stuff, I just had to show that I had money in my account instead of the marriage stuff. So I guess you could say it's like a retirement visa, but it's still the original visa. But the extension process, if I can show that I have 800,000 baht in my account, then they'll just change it to O visa with the intent to retire. But I can change it back and forth easily if I wanted to on the next extension. I have an O visa. O visa, you get inside. OA, you get outside on retirement visas. Jenny B, what do your in laws do? The garage is always open. Maybe because I'm nervous about theft. When are you nervous? When and we don't live in New York or Ottawa, Canada. There's not a theft problem here. There's just not. But I shared a video, many videos on what my father-in-law manufactures tuk-tuks. He's built tuk-tuks for the past 36 years, and I've had plenty of videos on that. And I think I did a video. This is called like "This Is My Home" or something like that, and it shows what all the stuff is in the house. You own marriage visa is the best for you, not for me. The only good thing about it, like if you want to, because the rule like now for marriage, I mean for a retirement is you have to have 800,000 baht before your extension for 3 months, 800,000 baht after your extension for 3 months, and the other 6 months it can never go below 400,000 baht. So with the marriage visa, they don't have that kind of rule. It's only 400,000. You only have to have 4,000 baht in there during your extension, unless that's changed like yesterday. But yeah, other than that, I travel, so they don't do the extension process for the marriage visa here. They have to send it to Konkan, and it could take up to 15 days. And I don't want to be sitting waiting for immigration. So, and I keep money here. I have 3 or 4 accounts here in Thailand, and not most of my money's in the U.S. So I don't really care much about. Like I spend money here every day. I don't like to transfer money every month, but I mean some people have to because they have a pension. But a lot of people have like a nest egg when they want to bring some money over here. It's just easier for me to have the retirement. Thank you, Larry Watson. Thank you very much for that. Farong Chef, is it difficult to bring Thai wife to the U.S.? You know that lawyer that I recommend on my channel, the one that got my mom her visa. He's done a lot of, was it a K1 visa? He's helped a lot of my viewers get their Thai spouses back to the U.S. So you may want to contact him. If you can look in the elusive description box of the videos, then all of the information is in that with a Facebook page of him, and you can just contact him online. Lewis, Chuck and Pay, take your mother out for a nice dinner on you. Thank you very much, Lewis. I didn't see your donation. I got a lot of these stupid spam bots, I guess people have nothing else to do. Whatever. Up to them. No, TNW. I've never had an accident driving in Thailand. I put 100 and I think now I have almost 200,000 kilometers on my SUV, and I bought it to have 40,000 kilometers on it. Tommy J. Hello, Tommy. Question: does your mom have any hobbies other than collecting shoes? Just enjoying life right now, I think. Huh? She's in the background here looking at comments. She likes to fish. She likes to do a lot of things, but like I said before, there's a lot. Like I never really rode a bike like I did. You will discover new things when you have all the time to discover it. Maybe some things you never knew you liked. Maybe she'll become a yoga instructor, a 70 and up club. XM or Sirius works in Thailand. I think you have to have a. Should I forgot that? A. I forgot what it's called. DM Chuck was in Copiam. They only had a few hours of power per day. Yeah, I think it was where we were staying. It was only at night they had power. Multi-face Shay Chuck, where do you get your music for your videos? Love the music just from the internet. And then I got a editing sound program, music program that I change it up so that it becomes my music. That's a beautiful thing about copyright is there's a lot of copyright rules, and if you can make it your own concoction from somebody else's videos, it's perfectly legal. Unless that person, some of them have really strict copyright rules where they actually own the lyrics to the song. But I would love to use original stuff. There's a lot of music that I really like that I just can't play. So a lot of people complain, I don't like the music, Chuck. Like, what do you want me to do, dude? Why don't you create your own videos and put your own music out? It's not always easy. What are tuk tuks? What are tuk tuks for 20,000? Larry Watson, when can expat own land in Thailand? Hopefully never. Like, I don't know. I think they got some new thing now where a new type of visa where they're allowing them to own a little tiny piece of land. So, but you got to make a pretty big commitment. So then that means that a lot of Chinese companies and stuff will come over here and do that. But if it was easy to buy land over here, it would probably be something that you really wouldn't want to be in. It'd be something totally different. So hopefully that never happens easily. Hey, Mitch, do you have to have a work visa to own a bar like Mitch? No, Mitch has a special visa. Mitch, Mitch doesn't need a special um, M&M bar ownership visa. He doesn't need that. Graham Clark, Chuck, if you were a betting man, what would be your top three guesses on where Kara might settle down? I'll answer that. So either Nakhon Phanom, Udon Thani, or Prachuap Khiri Khan. She's sitting right here, actually. So A lot of awesome comments, guys. Thank you very much. Right now, how many people? We have 481 people watching in the stream and the screen and the screen and the stream. Thank you very much for that. And I got 240 thumbs. Here, let me give myself one. I forgot. 242 thumbs up. Thank you very much, guys. Larry, what is your average monthly income from YouTube? I make about $1.5 million. Yeah, I make a lot of money on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have ever priced fuel or hotels or food or traveling all the time, but it's like a negative. But anyway, it's all in fun. Elliot Harris, Chuck, now that you are home, I am sure the local dogs will be happy to see you, especially that beautiful husky at the temple. Great that you feed them on your walk with Pay. Well, I'll break the news to you. The husky's gone. Nothing lasts forever in Thailand, especially animals, but apparently it went back. The monk told me it went back to its home. I don't think it had a home. I think what he meant to say was it went to a home, like somebody took it or bought it or whatever. Huh? Uh, Tom Easily, good to see you. Hey, Chuck, I've been watching your videos with your mom and have great to see her transforming from when this journey started and what she's doing now. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much for that. Peter Evanson, you must have lots of bad habits, Mitch. Yeah, Mitch is a bad dude. Frank Chef, why foreigners not allowed to transfer money out of Thailand unless you have work permit? That makes zero sense to me. I don't know what you're thinking on that one. Why foreigners not allowed to transfer money out of Thailand? That's no. Nobody's keeping your money. BR, I just thought about your vehicle mileage yesterday. I wondered how many miles roughly your vehicle could clock on the odometer. I guess eventually you'll upgrade to accommodate your travel. No, I don't. I thought about buying a van because they were really cheap during the Holocaust, or whatever you want to call it, the end of the world. You could get a van really cheap. So I thought about it, but Paige talked me out. We really don't have a place to put it, but I don't plan on upgrading anything. I don't really care much about that. I don't. I like the Fortuner. It's an awesome vehicle. Excuse me. And then if I need it repaired, it's easy to get it fixed. Michael McKinsey, good to see you. Would you recommend getting married in Thailand or USA to a Thai? Living in both countries, have enjoyed the interaction between your mother and you. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you. I mean, probably be best to get it done in the USA if you're there with her, because when you get to Thailand, you're going to have your marriage license translated into Thai, and then go to the AMPA and register that you're living and you're married. That stuff's pretty easy to do, or at least it was for me. It maybe not depends on where you're at, where you live in Thailand. VPN. Thank you, Lori. I was trying to figure that damn word out, but I just, yeah, I'm way down. I'm way down on the bottom again. I'm gonna have to skip down because, sorry. Yeah, Peter, how much for a good used car? I think there's a lot of. I think you can go to like Facebook and get prices on all that, on car prices and stuff like that. Stephen Kinney, I'm just thinking out loud. How's mom feeling about dating? It's a 66-year-old man, too old. Is a 16. It is a, I don't know, too old for her, stable, asking for a friend. Anyway, send me your resume. Yeah, I'm her manager. Facebook Marketplace. See, there you go. I'm glad I got smart friends. Louis Cabo says get married in Thailand. There you go. Whatever easy and whatever's the easiest, but I don't know if I guess it doesn't really matter. So I imagine if she's already in America, that might be a different story. Oh, Lewis, check PayPal. Okay, thank you very much for that. I'll have Paige check her PayPal. She was having a hard time with like they changed some rules. I don't know if she's still having a. I don't check any of that stuff. She handles all that stuff, but the PayPal rules got really strict in Thailand. But maybe it's changed. I love that Fortuner. It's a good looking vehicle. Just thought I'd ask the question. Brock. I got married in Malaysia by an Australian Air Force yeah, person. Thank you very much, Cabo, again. Glenn G, your mom is great with the adapting to Thai food. This really helps and acclimatization to Thailand. Being in Thailand means she can travel around the region when she is more. I mean, a lot of people like Thai food. I mean, there's a lot of people that live in Thailand. Not everybody lives in an area where they only have foreigner foods, but it is definitely a plus. But she doesn't eat spicy, so which most foreigners don't. I know because every time I don't like plain food, and I got to beg them to put a chili pepper in mine. They think I'm going to pass out or something. Glenn G, just want to say recently your videos have too many ad inserts, a little too many. Well, sorry to hear about that, Glenn G. I just let YouTube decides all that. I guess they like the video. I'm not sure, but you can pay if you want to not watch ads. I think you can pay a fee to a subscription to YouTube for ad free. But I mean, nothing's for free. Even when I use my phone, I have ads in it. But I mean, everything has ads. If I don't let them put ads, they won't share the video. There you go. YouTube Premium is cheap, and I think there's a few hacks on the internet you can get. Also, if the commercials are everything has commercials, bro. I mean, that's just the way it works. No problem, Glenn. Mitch enjoys the commercials. It keeps him awake. I don't think you sleep, Mitch. Nothing. Probably. I mean, it's probably easy for anything to keep you awake. All right, I'm bored. Hang on a second. There we go. My mother-in-law is going to be saying, "When are we leaving?" Here in about 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So I've already been on for a while now, over actually an hour and a half, I think. Mitch, you've been ramping up on your sleep, getting prepared for the next adventure. No, I don't really go. I did when I first got here, but I have no interest really um, in fishing right now. Tommy J, are you leaving? I didn't see that. Good night. We'll see you again soon. I know it's almost 11 o'clock at night there. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to kind of pop in. I sorry for being a little sarcastic. I've been really beat up hard in the comment section on my little queue. I have like a queue list where like I have a gigantic list of words. If you guys share any like websites, or even if you don't put a space in between your word and the word looks suspicious, they'll put it in a queue and I have to approve it. So a lot of people say, I don't know why you blocked me, Chuck. I didn't block you. It's just you said something that the computer picked up and it puts your comment in a little box for me to approve. But so many retarded people out there. Well, I guess that's not a very good, nice word to say. Sorry. So many people out there that are just rotten human beings. And I've just been like, oh, you guys are just so idiotic and childish, so much better than me. That's why you're here, having to prove to me on my comment section how much better you are than I am. But anyway, I just been beat up horrible here in the past few weeks since I had my mom's in the video. So I'm a little sarcastic on the live stream. I apologize. Too much interaction with you guys. My mom said hi earlier. She's sitting over here. I'll have her say goodbye here, or she wants to. It's up to her. I got to get her off of my leash that I control her everywhere, right? Yeah. It's your life, Chuck. If people don't like it, can stop. Yeah, this is what they do. Like they just want somebody to react to them. You know, uh, I mean, I don't ever talk to them. I just delete their comment. But yeah, that would make their day if I. Oh my God, you're so mean to me. If I did that. But I mention it a lot of times about comments sometimes because I think it's important for some people to because a lot of times when somebody it's sometimes you have to address it for other people because these I don't know it. A lot of people say, well, you're being too sensitive about the comments, Chuck. I'm not. I'm just bringing it to an attention because I think sometimes it's necessary to point it out. Sometimes the way people think. Chocolate Man in Thailand knows all about this, James, for sure. We get beat up pretty hard in our videos, and people they only see us like one on one, but we see them on thousands. We see thousands at a time, and sometimes it becomes a little overwhelming. And the thing about me and my channel, and same with James too, is we're actually sharing our life on the internet. So this isn't something like I'm showing you how to travel by train to Phuket, right? We're just going day to day. So some of this stuff comes up in our content, and I understand a lot of people like they're not watching our channel to really listen to that. Like they don't want to be a part of that part of our life. So, and I get it. I really get it. But it is part of our life, and it's part of our channel, and good or bad, sometimes we share stuff we probably shouldn't do, but hey, it happens. So I will say this, Brock. Everybody usually gets back what they give. There's been a few like hardcore Thailand that's been their genre, right? Is to become uh, like the head troll or whatever you want to. But everybody gets back what they give, for sure. And we don't need to talk about those people, but they're definitely getting it back uh, in a way they probably never expected. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I gotta take Mafia and my mom and Paige and whoever else is coming with Mafia to go eat. I take them all out to lunch. Mother's Day was yesterday, and my mother-in-law prepared an awesome meal for us on that day. So I thank you again for all of the awesome comments. You guys are 99% of you guys are awesome. And thank you for the motivation for my mom and all the great comments. It's really helping a lot, that she can see that she's actually helping other people too, because that's really the ultimate goal of this channel, is to help other people. And it's not really about me. And I don't try to be self-absorbent and try to me. I just want to share our life. And yeah, I'm happy. My mom's happy to share her experience, good or bad. If she packs her crap and leaves in 2 weeks, then I guess that's just the way it is, right? I don't know, but at least she took the steps to keep moving forward, and whatever happens is going to happen. We're not gonna sit here and go, well, what if this or what if that? We're going to live it, and we're going to show it, and that's just the way that it is. So anyway, thank you guys again. Mom, do you want to say goodbye to everybody? Yeah, you have to come into the green screen. You have to come into the. We're see where we're at here. We're like in Phuket here. So, oh, okay. I'm gonna let Mom say goodbye to you guys. Paige is everybody. Where's Paige during all this mess? She's busy with her mom right now, and she knows that my mom's going through a transition right now through Thailand, and she doesn't want to make it too complicated. With her being constantly there right now through our little boot camp, I think. So
Yeah, we're having a great time in the boot camp.
I have this microphone here, so
Okay.
but anyway,
Yeah, I've enjoyed all the comments. I read them all the time. I appreciate all the encouragement,
yeah.
and we're doing good.
And you got your eyebrows done, huh?
Yeah, they'll get lighter. I'm getting used to them. I haven't had eyebrows in a while. Well, I did, but I had to paint some of them on. But anyways, the lady was wonderful. Very sweet woman.
You ready to get a full body tattoo, or
I don't think so. Can you imagine that? No.
maybe just a smiley face?
Yeah, I like smiley faces.
I had a few people say that I was corrupting you at the. I never mentioned anything about taking to the tattoo place. That was all you.
No.
There's a few other things you want to cosmetically do up here, but we'll work on that. That
Yeah,
later
we'll
if
see.
you want to. So
Day by day, and
yeah.
I'm enjoying the journey, and I appreciate you people coming along, and yeah, it's been good.
Our next stop is going to be to visit Samantha, which
Right?
Mom's happy. She'd be happy to find a companion that she can talk to. I think that's important for anybody, like to have a way to talk about things with somebody that speaks your own language. That's more of your age, and but she's going to have to be in a place that's convenient for her, and then we're going to go south. We'll visit with Klaus and Thune and Joe and Gift, and a lot of stuff happening down there. So I don't know where the road's going to take us or what our decisions are going to be, but with our life right now, it doesn't really matter. Like there's not a time frame,
Nope, we're not in a hurry
so
for anything. We're just enjoying the journey.
we don't have to try to appease anybody anymore in our life, and just need to live a simple thought. Like, my mom right now, I could see that she doesn't have all these things holding her back anymore. So it's like really easy right now, right? You don't have to think about. I mean, you could spend more time thinking about yourself
Right.
than, oh crap, how am I gonna, what about this tree limb hanging over my house?
Those
About
days
things
are
that are
gone.
like just
God,
that's consuming, right, of your
it
life.
is consuming, and who
So
needs it? I mean, at this
yeah,
time of my life, I just want to enjoy my life, get healthy, get strong, and
yeah,
you know, just keep
it'll
singing.
happen. All right, guys, we're gonna go eat because that's what we do. We eat and then we eat. But
Yeah, just can I say get a shout out to Janet?
oh, Janet, Janet's here. I didn't see her in
Yeah,
there.
she was here.
Oh,
She
okay.
was watching. That's my sister.
That's Mom's sister, Janet. Hello,
She,
Janet, Michael, Grandma, if
Michael's
you're up.
Michael and Grandma's in bed, but Janet's
Okay,
up watching.
I can watch it later.
Yeah. So yeah.
All right, guys, thank you again,
Yes.
and I hope you watch continue watching the video. I hope I'm not flooding the internet with the videos, but we just got a lot of stuff going on. But I can see by the questions and the comment that section that not everybody's watching them anyway. So, but anyway, it is what it is. We got time. You can go back and watch them. We'll see you guys tomorrow on the next video. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.